Welcome back once again to Better Living on this Friday. Well, joining us right now from Citizens Advisory Group, we have Ron Myers with us. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having us, Stephanie.
Anytime. You know, we're talking about a rather important topic today, Medicare educational seminars that you have coming up.
Correct. So we do these Welcome to Medicare educational events. My colleague and I, Jim Poling at our office and other agents, we've been doing these events for about 3 years now. We do them every month at different locations. And we really wanted to, we put this educational event together to really help inform people about all things related to Medicare. There's so much misinformation and solicitation that goes on out there. And so we wanted a way to really share information with individuals in a non-threatening, non-sales environment. And so we do this through this educational event. It is certainly a way that we market ourselves as professionals and really knowledgeable about what we do and how we can help people. But the event itself really is an educational event. Talk about a lot of different topics. There's no cost to the event. There's no obligation. We're not soliciting people at the event or trying to sell them something.
And that's typically what keeps someone away.
Correct. Right. They're concerned about, is this going to be some high-pressure type event, or they're trying to sell me something? And there are no catches to it. It's a free event, and we're going to share a lot of information about Medicare and hopefully inform individuals and help eliminate a lot of the confusion that's out there.
And that is so nice of you to do so. And Ron, if you can walk us through the first slide that you have provided with us today, if we can go ahead and bring that up now. The educational Medicare events right there as you've talked through it. These are just some of the topics that you'll be hitting. Yeah,
that's correct. So there's really a couple key things that we try to address in the seminar. And the seminar length is probably anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on questions and so forth. But there's a couple key things we try to discuss. What is Medicare and what are the parts of Medicare? And so we talk about Part A and Part B and Part D of Medicare. Then we talk about the enrollment rules and how do we actually enroll. And it's really important that we kind of understand these rules that Medicare have created of how we can enroll and, more importantly, when we have to enroll, or can we delay our enrollment if we have other coverage that's in effect. This is very confusing. It can be very costly if we don't understand the rules, so we spend a lot of time talking about the enrollment periods and the enrollment issues. And then we spend time talking about these optional plans that are out there, these Medicare Advantage plans, the Medicare Supplement plans, the Part D prescription drug plans. We're not talking about individual carriers. We're not allowed to do that. We're talking more in general, just the differences of these types of plans that are available and how do people really identify what's going to be the right fit for you. There's all these options available. We say in the seminar, there's no one best plan that best fits everybody. Everybody's circumstances and their needs, their situation is going to be different. And so we kind of talk about some of the things, the advantages and disadvantages of each type of the plan and how to identify really what's going to be the right fit for that individual. And so that's kind of what we try to cover in that seminar.
And again, really appreciate you doing that for all of those out there. Would you suggest bringing a pad and paper, a pad and pen, and then, or maybe even a recorder to make sure that they're getting that information and taking it home?
There's a lot of information that we are sharing in a very short window of time. I mean, an hour and 15 minutes. It goes by very quick. We've got a lot we're sharing with them. We do have some handouts that we provide in the seminar. But certainly taking notes, very important, right?
Definitely welcomed, I'm sure. All right, and let's, if we can go ahead and bring up the second slide that you have given for us today. Get that up until here we go. The events coming up, you have the dates right there for us.
Yeah, correct. So as I said, we do these events every month at various locations across Northwest Ohio. These are a couple of our upcoming events. On the 15th, we're at the Owens Community College and Arrowhead Park campus there. On Saturday, July 18th at the Perrysburg Way Public Library. And then on Tuesday, July 21st, we're at the Sylvania Senior Center. And we're at each of these locations every month. Someone can certainly go out to our website and see other locations that we don't have on the screen here or other events. If one of these times doesn't work for someone, again, we are hosting these events every month across various locations. We welcome if someone wants to RSVP, but they do not have to. They can just show up, and a lot of people do just kind of walk into the event if a certain time or date fits within their schedule.
Now, if by some chance someone would need a bit of one-on-one attention with one of you all from a Citizens Advisory Group, can they set up a time to do so?
They can certainly do that. So some people would rather sit down one-on-one, talk about their situation, than rather attend a group event. We get that quite often, and so we welcome that. There's no cost or obligation to do that as well. If someone wants to meet one-on-one, we'll meet with them, talk to them about their situation, identify, again, the same type of information that we're sharing in the seminar.
Right.
And some people just prefer that one-on-one meeting. And so we do offer those free consultations. They can call in, ask for myself, or ask for Jim Poling, another one of the agents there, and we'd be happy to do that with them.
What is the most frequently asked questions that you get or that you receive from those coming in?
Well, I don't know if there's so many different questions that we
True.
get from, you know, I guess the most frequently asked question really is, well, what plan is right for me? And there's no answer to that because everybody's situation can be different, their circumstances. And so part of the value of working with us, we are independent insurance agents. We represent a lot of different insurance companies and plans that are out there. And so we can really work for our client, help identify what their situation is, their circumstances, to identify which type of plan is really going to be the right fit for you. But that's probably the most common, just because there's so much confusion again.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for highlighting the events that you do have coming up. This will be on our website, too, later on today at NBC24.com, and they can also visit your website as well.
Certainly can. CitizenAdvisoryGroup.com.
Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll be right back in just a minute. Thank you.
Okay.